Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brandon Shorter, and I'm representing the team of myself and Zachary Mills. Um, and this is the February 26th progress report for the first sprint, and I'm going to go through it and going to go through this progress report real quick before I get into the live demo of the game so far. Also, I apologize for doing this on my phone. My recording software is kind of busted or on the fritz at the moment, so I kind of needed to do this on my phone. I apologize for that. Okay, so just a quick recap of everything that we've done in this past week. We have created the design document and we put it in the GitHub repository. Before we even get past that, we started on it. We didn't finish it because we still have some things we need to work out, like the contribution section, because we don't know all that we're going to work on until this thing is finished. So that's why it says started and not completed. So Zachary scaled the levels to the appropriate size, and I split the branches um, for the team members' individual levels. Um, and then we created the med bay and we created the cafeteria, um, the rooms themselves, and then all the objects that are within the rooms, such as beds for the medical bay, and then tables and the fridge for the cafeteria. I also added a window to the medical bay. Um, it's not finished yet because I still haven't found an appropriate image to put on there yet, but as soon as I find that, I'll be able to finish that up. And then also we added second added stairs and second floor to the cafeteria and the medical bay. Okay, and then now this one is one I'm gonna have to explain. So, me and Zachary, we decided that we were going to restructure the space station to be more like a traditional rocket ship type of shape. So Zachary went in there and he restructured the entire thing like from the bottom up, and we made it into like a spaceship, which you'll see in just a couple of seconds. Okay, this real quick. And then as for the goals for this next part of the sprint, it's basically just to create the rest of the rooms, the storage room, electrical room, and the bridge of the ship, and then add all the objects that need to be added into each room. And then for me, it's to finish the window for the medical bay, and then finish the design document. Okay, and I kind of wanted to just give y'all a little look at our GitHub repository. As you can see, we made substantial progress since where we were last time. Made a lot of commits to get to where we are, and you'll see that in just a second with the game so far. And just wanted to show you this real quick if I can get to it. Yep. As you can see, we have made our own respective branches, and yes, yeah, we've created our own respective branches. So we're working on those, and then we're merging them into the main branch as soon as we figured out that we've got to like a point to where we need to merge them. So yeah, so on to the actual game. Okay, excuse me. So as you can see, this is the current state of our game. So as you can see and look by it, um, this is this is basically where all the levels are held at inside this rocket ship looking ship. And oh, another thing I forgot to mention is that instead of doing like we're stuck outer space, we decided to like imagine that if we're like we crashed on like a deserted planet instead of doing it in space. So yeah, that's another change we made during this past week. Okay, now time to show. Sorry, my computer runs a little slow, so that's why it takes a while. Okay, so this down here is the medical bay, as you can see by the beds, as you can see. Um, Sorry that I can't go really that much faster. And then it's the second floor of the medical bay. Ugh, I wish this thing could go quicker. Okay, there it is. Okay, then this is the cafeteria, and then there's the second floor of the cafeteria. I'm not sure if you saw it. There it is. That's the second floor. We just haven't built anything up there yet, but that's the second floor of the cafeteria. But as you can see, we're building it kind of like a spiral staircase to where you go. It's kind of like a tower, honestly, if I had to make any comparisons. So yeah, that's the current state of the game. Um, Also another thing, over here, if I can get to it, that's the fridge. That's where, in this game you would collect the rations for your trip back home in the space pod. So yeah, that's the current state of the game, man. We'll be seeing you back, I think for the final version of the gray box at least. So yeah, thank you for listening, y'all.